Texting out. Fuck a camera, ain't no lights, we on action now. I got the torch, little brother, I'ma pass it down. If I ever get a deal, I'm passing racks around. Because you know that you my nigga, give you daps and pound. This the sounds of the city, better ask around. You know the streets, the niggas that be chatting around. Face the woods by myself, that's why I'm catching clouds. So I'm born in the club, they patties down.
You know what, like the waiting area is? Like they have one, like a lobby or something?
I don't think they got one.
I don't got no one in the front. Oh, damn, this ain't even no office. It's just straight room. Alright.
If you want to support the cause, VG 4205, Chop Hard Apparel. You can get your one today. It's gonna ship straight to your house no matter where you at. You could be here, Cali, Atlanta, Minnesota. You can get your own. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the only one without it.
Really? You got them on the sit down. Clap it up for Veno style. Yeah, here. We get the lighting right.
Rocking the merch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You can't order that, you know what I'm saying? Don't have a website link.
Link in description.
Don't have the Instagram in the description.
We can get that
Red
clean
zone
in there.
_ Red Zone nigga. You know what I'm saying? The merch say Red Zone on it. 48205 shit. And I got some other merch that's not 48205 based for the niggas that's not from 7 Mile that want to support, you know what I'm saying? We got shit for everybody, you hear me?
Shutting it down.
You know what I'm saying?
We knew each other for a minute, you know. Long time.
2016, 2015.
For real.
Something like that.
You don't know how hyped I've been to do this interview. So I want to talk on like your upbringing, like where you were raised, where you were brought up from, what kind of culture or anything that has to do with your upbringing.
Alright, so for the most part, you know what I'm saying? First off, I was in a 2-parent household, like on and off, you know what I'm saying? I had the parent on off type situation, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like always a dad in the house, but I ain't the type of nigga that say I ain't never knew my dad, you know what I'm saying? So I had my little struggles, you know what I'm saying? The typical, you know what I'm saying, young nigga in the hood, you know what I'm saying, going to school, the feelers and shit, you know what I'm saying, kind of getting grilled for not having, you know what I'm saying, certain shit. Then out of nowhere shit changed, you know what I'm saying, niggas just came up, started stunting, started rapping and shit, you know what I'm saying, nigga was like trying to really like play football, you know what I'm saying, I was like into sports and shit at first, you know what I'm saying. When I got hit by a car, in like I want to say 2015 or like 2014, I think I got hit by a car. And after that, I kind of like, you know, started taking the rap shit more serious because I had more time to like actually invest into that shit. Because when you doing football and shit, especially when you playing football for the school, you playing football like even in the summertime, you playing football. So I took a break from the, or actually not even took a break, after I couldn't play football no more, that's when I started putting out mixtapes and shit on, I think I got a couple mixtapes on that Piff that's still up there. And life started coming at me, you know what I'm saying? I'm still here, you feel me?
So, projects, you have made a lot of them.
Yeah.
Coming up, you know. Recent project that just dropped was Sounds of the City.
Yeah.
And it is accumulating a lot of streams. It's well over 12,000 now.
Yeah, 14 or something else last time I checked. I think it was 14,000.
Right. Can we talk about like what really inspired that whole project?
You know what I'm saying? You ever hear Sounds of the Rainforest? That's what I was going for with Sounds of the City. I wanted to kind of give a vibe of like Detroit with my tape. Like I want this tape to like, if I do, you know what I'm saying, get to like a Drake level, which if I don't get to that level, I'm cool. But if I get to that level, I want niggas to look back and be like, this is a tape that kind of personify what Detroit is about. You know what I mean? So that's why it's called Sounds of the City. But I got to the point of making that because I had a lot of collaborative projects on Apple and Spotify. Like Trap Poetry Slam dropped in 2019. That was a collab between me and Story. Cherry Blossom dropped in 2020. But at the bottom of the artwork, it say a beat tape. That was really my first tape as a producer. And that's why on the songs, it's really not a lot of it's not a lot of solo tracks on there. It's a lot of features, you know what I'm saying? So Sounds of the City, I wanted to give people all me. It was my first solo project. And when I dropped that, I knew that I wanted it to like do something. I didn't want it to be a project that people just listened to and just forgot about. I wanted to make some music that not only showed my growth, but I wanted to make music that showcased my personality, that showcased my skills, that showcased that I can pick out good production and make good production too, because I made 3 of the beats on there. And Kate and Ju made 3 of the beats on there. And I wanted to showcase my theme, like what to expect from me coming forward. Sounds of the City basically is what started my shit. I feel like Sounds of the City is giving me my sound going forward, you know what I'm saying?
Word, and it was a great album, by the way.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that shit.
So, also, are there any new projects to be expecting?
Purple Bucks is coming out this year, and I got NFL Street coming out this year. Honestly, those are the only 2 confirmed projects. If something else happens, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to do something with my bro Tracy's, you know what I'm saying? I do want to do something with Veno Dream, and I want to do some stuff with Story. I want to work with my homies for real. Like, I just want to like keep dropping music with my homies and shit and keep pushing this brand and shit and pushing, like having our face be seen in the scene of like not just Detroit rap, but like on the internet. I want niggas on the internet to know us, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the internet fan base, I feel like people sleep on that, you know what I'm saying? Especially the type of music we make. People don't showcase the power of having an internet fan base, you know what I'm saying? People just look at it like, oh, that nigga an internet rapper, but it's actually money in that shit, you know what I'm saying? And niggas look at that shit like it ain't cool, but I do want to increase my presence on the internet because I'm the type of nigga to drop a project and disappear, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like keeping fans is being seen, you know what I'm saying? Being seen, dropping more videos, doing more little pictures and shit, or even going live more, showing me in the studio, showing me making beats and shit. Just increasing my presence in the scene, just in general, you know what I'm saying?
Word. So, on the project Purple Bucks, what inspired the name and also the artwork? Because if you haven't seen, it's gonna be on your screen. You right here. You gotta check it out.
What inspired it was, you know what I'm saying? So Sounds of the City, you see that album artwork, it's a cup of lean splashing into the city, you know what I'm saying? I'm OG lean, and it was basically supposed to be lean flowing throughout the city, you know what I'm saying? So I've already built up the theme of I was a nigga selling lean at one point, you know what I'm saying? And Purple Bucks is basically me explaining the money that I made off of selling lean in the Purple Bucks, you know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of the time niggas are selling red, when you think of lean for the most part, you think of purple. And when I look up shit like that, it's not another tape called Purple Bucks out. I'm the first nigga to have a tape called Purple Bucks, you know what I'm saying? Not just in the city, the world, you know what I'm saying? You can look that shit up, you feel me? But on a whole nother note, the artwork, the dollar bill burning, you know what I'm saying, with the purple background and shit, what inspired that was I'm spitting fire, you know what I'm saying? It's the Purple Bucks and shit, so I kind of wanted to like show the money burning and shit. I really didn't have no deep meaning behind that. That shit kind of looked cool. But I made the cover because I know how to like do little Photoshop shit and shit. You know
okay, and also, when did you decide like, okay, I'm going to make some merch?
Right before I made Sounds of the City, I was supposed to have merch. And I made a prototype. I got like old videos of me wearing the little prototype hoodies. I can send you, you know what I'm saying, some old videos of that so you can put it on the little interview so, you know, you can make it make sense. But I got a couple of old hoodies and shirts that the design, how it's up here, it was kind of like in the middle of my chest, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I can't drop merch with the fucking logo in the middle of the chest. So I ended up getting inspired to re-release my merch. And when I re-released it, I made sure that I did it in a manner to where everybody gonna make sure they get their shit. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, waste money on it. And everything that you order will get to you. I don't gotta do nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to do the shit. If you buy a t-shirt off my website, not only is the company that processed my merch gonna make sure you get it, but I don't gotta deliver the shit. So you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing for all the parties involved. You know what I'm saying? That's why I chose to do it that way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So I see VGE is also always on your merch. Could you tell like the people what does VGE stand for and anything to expect from VGE?
VGE, you know what I'm saying? When it started off, it was just called Veno Gang Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of just shortened the name because I didn't want to be Veno Gang Entertainment. That Veno Gang Entertainment started off in 2010. You know what I'm saying? We had original 15 members. You know, now to this day, we still got a lot of members, and some of which don't keep the Veno name in their name. But I still, you know what I'm saying, fuck and frequent with a lot of the original members that, you know what I'm saying, I started the shit with in 2010. Because like it's a lot of niggas in Veno that don't rap, that do a lot of shit behind the scenes that you know what I'm saying, don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? But VGE stands for Veno Gang Entertainment. But I wanted to emphasize VGE 48205 because once I rebranded myself, I kind of made me being from 7 Mile a big part of my image and brand. Because one of my goals as a Detroit rapper is to be one of the best Detroit rappers to put on for 7 Mile. And I'm not trying to say that to send no shots at nobody or disrespect nobody that did that shit before me. But I do want that shit to be national. You know what I'm saying? I want that shit to be national. Like when you think of Crenshaw, you think of Nipsey and shit. You know what I'm saying? And when you think of certain blocks, when you think of O Block, you think of Vine and Chief Keef. I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that shit to overstep no nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I do want when a nigga to think of 7 Mile, damn, Veno Stuntin from 7 Mile. Like when niggas think of 8 Mile, they think of Eminem. You know what I'm saying? So kind of want it like that.
Okay, so what would you say, what does music mean to you?
Music is, in my opinion, I think music is, as long as it sounds good, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't sound like half the shit that I like to listen to. Like, I love listening to Chief Keef, Young Thug, Playboy Cardi, shit like that, because that shit sound good, you know what I'm saying? So, I feel like if a nigga can spit bars, I fuck with that. But I also feel like if you can make some good shit for me to vibe out to, I fuck with that too, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at music. And what music mean to me personally, I just want to leave a legacy behind. Some niggas do like make music so they can get to a position where they got money and they just stop giving a fuck about their music and focus more on their brand. But I do want to be like a music first nigga before I do venture off into doing other shit. I want you to think of me being a rapper first, even though I do make beats and do other shit. You know what I'm saying? And got merch. You know what I'm saying? I do want niggas to wear the merch, even if they listen to my music. But I do want, for the most part, when niggas think of me, they want me to be a music first nigga, you know what I'm saying?
First motherfucking music video shot by DODBH.
DODBH, shout out DODBH.
Amassed over 1.3K.
Only promoted it one time.
They got some boy named Trey Season in there.
Yeah.
Feel me?
It was my first time.
East J.
East J in that video.
My cousin stuck on the roof.
Yes. That was an iconic video.
Yeah.
How that shit came about? Shit. It was 2018, and I was writing a lot of music, recording a lot of music. I was rolling up to Fresh Fly, who I was in the Everyday Struggle video with, you know what I'm saying? I'm rapping him my shit. And he just came straight up to me and was like, you know what? I don't want to hear another song, nigga, until you drop a video. You gotta start dropping videos and shit. And that shit kind of inspired me. So I started looking for cameraman and shit. The first cameraman I hit up, I ain't gonna say his name, he flaked on me, you know what I'm saying? He told me he was gonna, you know what I'm saying, do my video and shit. He had drones and shit. So I thought for my first video, that a nigga see from me, it'll be cold to have a motherfucking drone, you know what I'm saying? So the day before the video, I hit the nigga up, he didn't respond. I hit the nigga up the day of, and I was like, damn, this nigga really not responding and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up hitting up DODBH the day of, and DODBH at the time did my shit that day. I know he probably work his shit different now, you know what I'm saying? He probably like do scheduling and appointments and shit. But at the time, that nigga did my shit that day. And it was a nice video, you know what I'm saying? I promoted it, and I got some other people to promote it for me, and I really wasn't expecting it to do 1K. So yeah, that shit made me feel good when that shit happened. What motivates me is, you know what I'm saying, I actually fuck with music. Like even before I started rapping, I always had a love for music and a love for good music, not just rap. Like I fuck with rock music, I fuck with pop, like white bitch pop music. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I listen to like all types of genres of music. So like what really motivates me is to sound better than my last shit. I really want to sound, I always want to sound better than my last shit. I feel like I'm my like toughest critic. Cause ever since I did stop using auto-tune in 2016, nobody really told me my music was trash, or nobody said my music was hard to listen to. Everybody just been noting how I've been getting better. But I honestly don't like a lot of my work. So I feel like that is a part of me motivating myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I motivate myself because I don't measure myself based off other people's success, in the sense that I look at somebody that got more views than me and be like, well, why that nigga got more views than me? You know what I'm saying? I want to have more views than my last shit. And I feel like that's what motivates me, you know what I'm saying? And to keep me humble too. Because some niggas think that when you hear all the comments that, oh, you good, and you see all the comments that you fire and shit on a consistent basis, it make you think that you don't got to change shit up. And I feel like I always got to change some shit up because I don't want to sound like my last shit. Because if I'm sounding the same, what the fuck is the point of me dropping some new shit?
What do you want to get out of music? And what are we next to expect from VGE as a brand, Veno, Stuntin, all that? What we next to expect? What should we be looking out for?
What I want to get out of music is I want to leave a legacy. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't. For example, you know, it is a lot of rappers that come and go, but I don't want to be a nigga that just come and go. I want to be a nigga that when you think about me having a powerful run, you think about me dropping great projects, and I'll be a nigga that you will always want to check up on and hear from, regardless of what I'm doing. And I do want to get to the point of making movies, you know what I'm saying? Not just being in movies, because I feel like I can do more than just be in some shit. I want to direct a movie where I'm not even in that shit, and the nigga just watch it just because it's a good movie, not because I made it. You know what I'm saying? I got more shit to bring to the table, like as an artist, as far as making beats. I want to make an album full of rappers, and I'm not rapping on it. I want to produce a whole album, like on some DJ Khaled type shit. You know what I'm saying? But me making all the beats. You know what I'm saying? And as far as what to expect this year, you're going to expect to hear more from me and my artists. You know what I'm saying? I do got some newer artists that I will be pushing. I got some new production. I'm executive producing projects and shit. New videos coming out. Newer merch coming out, you know, because I'm not just going to keep these same designs forever. You know what I'm saying? I want to treat it like it's some fashion type shit. Like I definitely want to have different designs over time. This is gonna be the classic design, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have different types of shirts, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have different shit to cater to different types of audiences, you know what I mean? So that's what to expect, just more of a presence being known on social media and being in people's faces, doing more shows even, and doing more features, and just not being MIA like how I was. Like I dropped Sounds of the City and I disappeared and got 12,000 streams. So imagine how many streams I can get if I don't disappear, you know? Well, at least that's what I'm imagining, you feel me? And I'm saying that in a humble way. So that's what to expect.
And what is your message for the youth and everyone on the grind every day?
Message for the youth and for everybody on the grind every day. Don't feel the need to keep up with everybody. Be yourself, you know? Like, when not even just in music, when it comes to just life, you know? Like, do what it gotta take to do what it takes to be yourself in a way that you not hurting nobody or affecting nobody's life to where you making somebody miserable. You know what I'm saying? Because some people think by being themselves, everything they doing is right. But if you know morally some shit you doing is wrong, then don't do that shit. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But in a way that you having fun and making sure that you standing on top of your shit. You know?
Well, thank you, man. We got it in. We got it in.
Yeah,
It's
it was my
Veno
time,
Stuntin.
man. So the second interview, and I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, honored that you even wanted to interview with me. Do you feel me? So you
Had to get
appreciate
this
the
in.
interview, and I appreciate the fact that I'm being interviewed. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel good and shit.
Yeah, and also everything's merch, projects, any music link is coming up. Purple Bucks dropping soon. You heard it from the man first. He said it. He said it. Everything.
NFL Street, 2 projects this year, which is, you know what I'm saying, not some shit that I'm normally not doing. I normally just drop 1 project and disappear on niggas. Dropped 1 project in 2019, dropped one in 2020, dropped one in 2021. This year, y'all gonna get 2 projects on all digital streaming platforms because y'all love the YouTube shit, y'all love the SoundCloud shit, but niggas love turning their shit on Apple Music, they love turning their shit on Spotify, or Tidal, or Amazon, whatever the fuck you use. Niggas love streaming that shit, listening to it in their car. Niggas love saying, Alexa, play Veno Stuntin. You know what I'm saying?
We got it in. Appreciate you, man. We gonna tap out with the game. Hey, yeah. We in here, man.
You want to support the cause? BG 4205. Trap Hall Apparel. You can get your one today. It's gonna ship straight to your
Hope I
house.
catch a nigga slipping on my camera. I got some questions and I better get some answers. Up the mag like who sent you, nigga? You won't snitch, so them bullets finna hit you, nigga. Now I gotta go relax, smoke some tree, get my mind right. Capping for the limelight. I'm just tryna stack it up, get my grind right. BB Dub dark skin, and she my type. And she gotta be short, never mind height.